So let's start in child's pose. So come down to the floor. Set your knees wide apart, big toes touching. And then walking your hands forward in front of you. Hands reaching forward, your hips reaching back towards your heels. And when you get there, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just relax your body. Let your arms relax, your elbows drop towards the floor, your forehead sinking into the mat. Let's take 3 breaths here in our child's pose. Grounding ourselves, landing in the body, preparing ourselves to open up, get moving, get the energy flowing into the body. Good. And then gently reach the arms forward and then start walking with your hands over towards the left. Maybe your upper body will come over your left thigh a little bit. We want to find a stretchy sensation into the right side of the body. So maybe placing your right hand on top of your left and then resting your forehead down. Keep pressing the right hip back and away from your right shoulder. Breathing here deeply for 3 breaths. Good. We're going to walk our hands back towards center and continue over towards the right side. So let your hands walk over towards the right. Maybe your left hand can rest on top of your right hand. Your forehead drops down. Looking for that sensation in the left side of the body. Let the hips stay heavy towards your heels. Staying here for 3 breaths. Deep into the belly. And then starting to walk your hands back towards center. Maybe taking a few circles with your wrists here. And then when you're ready, taking an inhale, making your way up to hands and knees, finding a tabletop position. We're going to warm up our spine with some cat-cow movements. Set your hands shoulder distance apart, spread the fingers wide, gripping gently with the fingertips into the mat. Your knees hip distance apart, toes can be tucked, or your feet can lay flat on the floor, whatever feels best for your knees. Good. As you inhale, open your chest forward, looking forward, letting your belly drop down, your shoulder blades drawing towards one another. As you exhale, round your spine, push the floor away, draw your belly button towards your spine, look towards your belly button. Inhale, open, shoulder blades together. Exhale to round, pushing the floor away. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, opening. Exhale, round. And feel free to continue for a moment in your own pace, so just moving with your breath. And if there's any other movements here that would feel good in your body, feel free to wiggle around. Beautiful. And let's come back to center, find a neutral position for the spine. Keep the belly activated, strong through the shoulders. We're going to do thread the needle. So bring your left hand a little bit more towards center, and with your next inhale, open your right arm out to the side. Open your chest, look up towards the sky. As you exhale, thread your right arm through and over towards the left side, sliding the back of the hand on the floor. Inhale, push yourself back up, open the right arm out towards the side, twisting through the upper body. Exhale, slide the right arm under and through. Inhale, last time, opening that right arm up towards the side. And exhale, thread the right arm under and through towards the left side. This time we will pause here for a moment. So slide your right arm over as much as you can to the left, and then rest your shoulder, maybe also your head, down onto the mat. You can keep your left hand where it is. If you want more of a stretch, then you can walk with your fingers forward until your left arm stretches out in front of you. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Beautiful. Bringing that left hand back. And with your next inhale, lifting yourself up, opening that right arm up and out. And then setting your hand back down. Let's take one more cat-cow here. So inhale, open the chest, look forward. And as you exhale, rounding your spine, pushing the floor away. Inhale, coming back to a neutral position. Let's take it on the other side. So right hand grounds firmly into the ground. As you inhale, open the left arm to the side, opening the chest, looking up. Exhale, slide your left arm over towards the right side. Inhale, lift the left arm sideways. Exhale, slide it through. Inhale, last time, left arm opens towards the sky, chest twisting. And exhale, sliding the left arm under and through. Pausing here, so get comfortable. Resting the left shoulder down if that's possible. Resting the head down. Right hand again can stay where it is, or you can reach the right hand forward for more of a stretch. Taking 3 breaths here. Very nice. Then bringing the right hand back. As you inhale, lifting yourself up, opening that left arm, opening the chest. Exhale, left hand comes back to the floor. Good. Now sit back towards your heels. Toes can be tucked or flat on the ground. If you tuck your toes, you will get a nice stretch through the sole of the foot. But if not, just sit onto your heels. We're just gonna shake and wiggle our wrists out for a few moments. Maybe you can bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, and make some figure 8s with your hands, with your wrists. Just loosening up, getting movement in. Good. And setting the hands back down on the mat. We're going to come into our downward facing dog. So set the hands shoulder distance apart, fingers spreading wide, activating all the muscles of the hand. Tuck the toes, and then gently squeezing the belly, start lifting your hips up, back, creating an upside down V shape with your body. Let your neck be relaxed in a neutral position. Push the floor away from you with your hands. Think about a dog or a cat stretching out after a nap. It's not important for the heels to touch the ground, especially not in our first down dog. But it's nice if we can keep a long spine. So think that you almost want to bring the tailbone up towards the sky. So maybe bend the knees slightly and see if you can lengthen the spine. Let's take the opportunity to move a little bit here. So pedal the legs out, bending one leg, straightening the other. Do any movement here that feels nice in your body, waking you up. And then see if we can find stillness here, finding that balance, keeping the weight evenly between our hands and our feet. Take a deep inhale here through the nose and release through the mouth. Good. With your next inhale, bring the right leg up and back behind you. Should feel a nice stretch here in the back side of the left leg. Staying here for a moment. Inhale. As you exhale, see if you can shift forward and bring your right foot forward between your hands. Don't worry if it doesn't get all the way there. Just pick your foot up with your hand and place it forward. We're going to stay on the toes and the back foot. You can have your hands on the floor here or on blocks or books, whatever you have handy if you need some extra space. Lengthen the spine here. Let your chest, let your heart open forward, sinking the hips deep down and forward. Finding that nice stretch, that nice opening in the front of the left leg. And breathe here. We're going to move dynamically between this position here and a big pyramid pose. So take another big inhale. And as you exhale, start lengthening that right front leg. Keeping the spine long, chest open. As you inhale, come back to our lunging position, bending the right leg, hips sinking down. With your exhale, lengthen again the right leg into your big pyramid pose. Inhale, coming back to that lunge position. Exhale, stretch that right leg out, pyramid pose, hips squaring. Good. Inhale, come back to the lunge position. We're going to stay here for a moment and just let the left heel drop down to the floor. Let the left foot be parallel to the back side of the mat. We're going to come into warrior two. So find the strength, find the balance. And with your next inhale, lift your upper body up and rise up. Strong legs, arms reaching out to the sides. Keep your neck long. Your tailbone curling under towards your belly button. Gazing lightly over your right fingertips. Holding here. Breathing. Good. Let's reverse the warrior. Inhale. Leaning back, right arm reaches up. As you lean back, let the left hand maybe slide onto the back of your left leg. Inhale, coming back up, warrior two. And as you exhale, leaning forward for side angle pose, you can place your right forearm onto the right thigh, left arm sweeping up and over your head. If you feel nice, warm and open, and it feels good for your body, you can also place your right hand on the floor or on a block. Beautiful. With your next exhale, bring your left hand down towards the ground, spin your back heel around, and then wiggle your right foot a bit more out towards the side of the mat, so you have some more space for your hands. We're going to take a lizard lunge here. So depending on how you feel, we're going to stay here for a moment with the left knee lifted off the ground. Your palms on the floor or on blocks. Opening the chest, looking forward, staying long in the spine. Good. And let's drop the left knee down towards the floor. And you can stay here on your hands, or if you wish, you can also come down to your forearms, still staying long throughout the spine. Breathe here deeply into your hips. Good. If you're on your forearms, coming back up onto your hands. We're going to keep the left hand on the floor and inhale, opening that right arm up, twisting the upper body. You can either stay here or you can reach around, lifting your left foot off the ground and try to grab your left foot. Gently kick the foot into the hand. Feel a nice stretch, a nice opening into your hip flexors, into the front of that left leg. Don't worry if you can't reach the foot. If you come back to our starting position or lizard lunge, just lift your upper body up a little bit higher, squeeze your butt, curl your tailbone under. You will feel it in your hips as well. And then gently letting go. The left foot comes back to the floor. Both hands onto the ground, tuck the toes of the left foot. Pick the knee up off the ground, stepping the right foot back into a downward facing dog. Option to take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. If you want to wake your body up a little bit extra, you feel like you have some extra energy today, feel free to take a vinyasa here, and then we will meet back in down dog. Awesome, you guys. Now let's do the other side. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. With your next inhale, lifting your left leg up and back behind you, stretching into the back of the right leg. Take another big breath here. As you exhale, shifting forward, stepping the left foot forward between the hands. Adjusting with your hands if you need to. Good. Placing your hands on the floor or on blocks or whatever you have nearby. We're going to keep lifting that right knee off the ground and sinking the hips down, opening the chest forward, finding length throughout the spine. Let's move into our dynamic movement between pyramid pose and this pose. So when you're ready, take a big inhale. As you exhale, start lengthening your left leg, both legs straightening without locking the knees out. Your back is long. Good. As you inhale, bending your left knee again, coming into our lunge position. Exhale, stretching that front leg out for a big pyramid pose. Inhale back to the lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. And inhale, coming back to our lunge position. Moving into a warrior two, so drop that right heel down towards the floor. Your right foot should be parallel to the back edge of your mat. When you're ready, inhale, cartwheel yourself up, lift your upper body up, find warrior two. Your arms open in shoulder height. Gently gazing over your left fingertips. Draw your belly button in towards your spine, your arms active, but your neck is long. For reversed warrior, inhale, lift the left arm up and lean back. Your next inhale takes you back up, warrior two. And as you exhale, side angle pose, your left forearm onto your left thigh or your left hand to the floor or a block. Right arm reaching up over your head, lengthening the whole right side of your body. Still curling the tailbone under. Good. With your next exhale, both hands come down to the floor, spin around on your back foot. Wiggle your left foot more out towards the side, finding our lizard lunge. So at first, see if we can keep the right knee lifted off the ground as we lengthen our spine, sinking our hips forward and down. Starting here with straight arms, chest open. And then let's drop the right knee down towards the floor. Option here to stay on your hands, or if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can lower down to your forearms. Try to not lose that length in your spine, keeping the chest still open. It's totally fine if your left knee opens out a little bit more to the side, rolling to the outer edge of your left foot. Breathing in to the hips, creating space in your body with each breath. And then coming back onto your hands if you were on your forearms. The right hand will stay on the floor. We inhale, lift the left arm up towards the side, opening your chest. Staying here or coming back to the previous position. If you want a deeper stretch, lift the right foot off the floor, bending the knee, and reaching for your foot with your left hand. Draw your right heel towards your butt, keeping the hips low. Gently letting go again of your hand. Gently letting your foot sink back to the floor, both hands come down. Good. Tucking the toes of the back foot, stepping your left foot back into a downward facing dog. Let's take a vinyasa here together. Inhale, shifting forward to a plank pose. Exhale, dropping the knees down. Inhale here. And exhale, upper body lowers towards the floor. Inhale, sliding forward, rolling the shoulders back, finding a cobra pose. Exhale, lowering down. Tuck the toes and push yourself back into a downward facing dog. Good. Drop the knees down towards the floor. We're going to walk our hands forward and find Anahatasana, puppy pose. So your hips will be stacked on top of the knees. Hands walking forward, dropping the forehead, chin or chest down towards the floor. Your arms will stay active, elbows lifted off the ground if possible. Breathing here deeply. Good. And sliding back, coming into tabletop position. Cat-cow. So inhale, open the chest, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, rounding your spine. Push the floor away. Inhale, coming back to center. Finding a tight core, strong belly. Good. With your next inhale, reach your right arm forward and your left leg back behind you. Try to not let the back round here as you lift your arm and your leg, but rather keep drawing the belly button towards your spine, tucking your tailbone under. Good. Inhale. Stay tall. As you exhale, see if you can round your spine a little bit here. Touch your knee towards your elbow. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, knee towards the elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee towards the elbow. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, come back to the floor. Beautiful. Other side. With your inhale, lift the left arm forward, right leg reaches back. Belly stays strong. Keep the length here. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your elbow, rounding in the spine. Suck the belly button in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, stretch out. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back to the floor. Awesome. Now sit back towards your heels. We're going to slide our hips over to the side and bring our legs out in front of us. Now bend the right leg and place the sole of the right foot on the inside of the left thigh. If it's hard to sit upright here, maybe you can slide a blanket or a pillow underneath your sits bones. Flex your left foot. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, belly strong. As you exhale, leaning forward with your long spine and letting your hands land wherever they can reach. So maybe that is on the floor, maybe you can grab your leg, or maybe even your foot. Breathing here. Every inhale creating more space. Every exhale sinking into the pose. Great. And then with your inhale, come back out of the pose. Set your right hand on the floor behind you. We're going to take a cool little back bend here. So as you inhale, lift your hips up, sweep your left arm up and over your head, reaching back. And then gently coming back. Good. We're going to stay in almost the same position. Just bring in the left foot more out towards the side so we can find a side stretch here. Your left arm or your left hand can stay on the inside of the left leg or reach over towards your right leg. Inhale and reach the right arm up and over the side, leaning over towards the left. Keep the sits bones heavy into the ground. We're trying to find a stretch in the right side of the body. Holding here. With your next inhale, coming back up towards center. Good. Now stretching both legs out, maybe give them a little wiggle, shake it out. And then when you're ready, stretching the right leg out in front of you, flex the foot. The left leg bends, drop the knee out towards the side and the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, reach the arms up, find length in your spine, belly strong. As you exhale, lean forward with a long back, let your hands land wherever they land. Every inhale lengthens your spine. Every exhale takes you deeper. Inhale, make your way back up. And this time your left hand will be placed on the floor behind you. As you inhale, press your left knee, your right foot into the ground. Lift your hips, lift your chest, sweep your right arm over and behind you. Exhale, coming back. Awesome. So taking this side stretch again, we're gonna just open the right leg out. So bring the right heel more out to the side. Your right hand on the inside of the right leg or wherever it feels good. Inhale, lift the left arm up. As you exhale, reaching over towards the right side, leaning over to the right until you feel a stretch in the left side of your body. Really feel here how you're breathing into the left lung. Inhale, making your way back up to center. Reaching both legs out in front of you, giving them another wiggle if you need to. And then laying down on the mat. Finding a comfortable position. Feet resting wide apart. You can use a pillow for your head if that's more comfortable for you. Your hands, your arms resting on the floor next to you, palms facing up. And gently closing the eyes here for a moment. Relaxing every muscle in your body. Relaxing your face muscles. And thanking yourself for this beautiful practice. Thank your body for everything it lets you do. And thank yourself for taking care of your body. Allow yourself to stay here for as long as you wish. I wish you a beautiful, wonderful day. From my heart to yours, thank you and namaste.